Most people have heard the basics of climate change. They're becoming more aware of the impact it's having on their lives. But most Americans never talk about climate change with their friends, family, or coworkers. How can we expect to solve this problem when so few of us are even willing to talk about it?
What brings you and this princess in today?
She's got these bumps on her leg.
These are mosquito bites. The summer's lasting a lot longer now.
Climate change matters to all of us, and we can solve this problem. We have the know-how. What we need is people. That's where ecoAmerica comes in. We're sparking real conversation about climate solutions by partnering with trusted national institutions that reach millions of Americans where they live, work, play, and pray. We give leaders in those institutions the strategies, guidance, and resources they need to talk to people about how climate change affects their everyday lives and what to do about it. ecoAmerica is building public support and political will for actions we need to get America on a path to a positive energy future.
ecoAmerica really owns research and insights on how do you communicate to the public.
What we are doing is creating policies and programs that allow for the residents of Salt Lake City to make different choices.
We've done such things as webinars together, trying to educate the medical community.
It's important for people to understand that taking the time to be civically engaged can make a huge difference.
Climate change is not just a partisan topic or a priority only for environmentalists. It's something each one of us can do something about every day. There's still time to solve this challenge and leave a healthy, prosperous planet for future generations. Join us.
I'd like to invite us to take a few minutes for some refreshment as we step away from the screen and return our awareness to our own bodies, which are, after all, the first bit of nature entrusted to our care. So, if you are seated, I invite you to stand and to let your feet root on the ground. Feel the support of the good earth beneath your feet. You might even imagine that you have roots coming down through the soles of your feet into the earth. You're taking in that good energy and support. You might bend your knees a little bit, and then you might just take a big, deep breath. Noticing as you breathe in and out that you are exchanging the elements of life with trees and with all green growing things. My name is Margaret Bullitt-Jonas. I am an Episcopal priest. I am the missioner for creation care for the Episcopal Diocese of Western Massachusetts and also for the United Church of Christ in the Southern New England Conference. And I'd like to share with you a very simple 4-part body prayer, body meditation that I learned years ago from another Episcopal priest, Tilden Edwards. The first gesture is we place our palms at our heart, and this might express our intention to be present, to be mindful, to be fully here. The second gesture is we make a little bowl or cup with our 2 hands, offering what we can and who we are. The third gesture is one of receiving. We embrace ourselves and we take in the love, the goodness of life, the goodness of divine love and spirit, which is flowing out to us. And the fourth gesture is releasing it all, giving it all away, because there is no need to hoard. There's plenty more where that came from. So again, the intention to be centered, mindful, offering what we can, receiving and taking in, and then giving it all away. And we can coordinate it with the breath. So here we breathe in, we breathe out, we breathe in, we breathe out. Let's do it one more time. Breathing in, you might notice that one of the four gestures has particular energy for you, and that might be an invitation to linger there for a while. So it might be the gesture of being present, the intention to be mindful, even if the phone is ringing, even if you're driving and you're about to reach a red light, or you're mad at somebody or someone's mad at you. It's the intention to return to the heart and to be fully present. And you'll notice there are lots of nerve endings on our fingertips. So as we place our palms together, there's actually a lot of sensations there. So that's our intention, to be that sensitive to each moment, as if we're feeling our palms together at the heart. Or there might be energy around offering what we can. And for those of us who are climate activists and concerned about the climate crisis, we may feel we are very small and we don't have much to offer. So I often remind myself of the words of Edward Everett Hale, who said, "I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do." So here we are, offering what we can, because there is plenty each of us can do. The third gesture is the one of embracing and receiving. And many of us are very good at giving, but maybe find it more difficult to receive that love. So here we let ourselves stand in a place like maybe we're under a waterfall and the love is pouring down upon us. And I heard years ago that scuba divers, when they go down deep, they are coached, if they get anxious, to embrace themselves like this and calm themselves down. And I think those of us who are walking on land may feel a similar need sometimes to find ways to soothe ourselves in times that can be traumatic. And the fourth gesture, giving it all away, like leaves in October that just release every last leaf, giving it all. So I invite you to attend to your body and to draw from the resources of our prayer and our bodily wisdom in the days moving forward. Thank you.
What a beautiful gift from Margaret today as we head into our fourth and final day of the American Climate Leadership Summit. Let's use that energy and grounding to set our intentions for the work we do on climate in the midst of so much. This self-care is critical always, and especially now. And I want to embrace everyone who is or has been affected by the fires in California, the floods, hurricanes, and tropical storms, certainly by COVID-19, by economic hardship, and those who have been the victims of racism and on the front lines fighting right now. We endeavor to hold space today for all of these injustices and more as we find ways forward towards a safe, healthy, and just climate future. So welcome to the fourth and final day of the American Climate Leadership Summit. The theme for today is catalyzing climate action. I'm Annie Feck-Cruz, Director of ecoAmerica's Blessed Tomorrow program for the faith community. And joining me to welcome you is the Honorable Jennifer Roberts, Director of ecoAmerica's Path to Positive program for our local communities and former mayor of Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Annie, and welcome everyone. Today, we'll have the honor of hearing from two sitting U.S. senators, who've been leaders in framing policy and responding to our climate impacts. The US Senate has been a challenge over the past few years, so their voices are really important. We'll hear from other national experts as well, an analysis of the current political environment and how it will be shaped by a desire to take action on climate. We'll hear which groups of voters are likely to vote for pro-climate action candidates and how we reach and activate them to turn out. We'll conclude with a call to action and what you can do to support climate as a voting issue to move us all forward. There's plenty for attendees to do as well. Annie, why don't you tell us what attendees can be doing?
Sure. So while you're here, please, of course, enjoy and engage with us during the sessions and take advantage of the Action Center, which you can find on the right side of your screen. That is where you can chat about the session, let us know how you feel using those emoticons. You can submit questions to the speakers that will be answered live on air. Take our polls. We have 2 polls on voting today, including one that is being pushed out just now. Please engage with us on social media by posting and tweeting, liking and sharing, and using the hashtag shown below.
So let's go catalyze some climate action. Now is the time. Starting with our first session, a conversation with ecoAmerica's executive director and 2 senators who have done more for climate solutions than most. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse of Rhode Island and Senator Brian Schatz of Hawaii. See you in the chat room.